Family members, friends, political associates converge on Lagos to celebrate Governor Sanwo-Olu at 60. Federal government commences needs assessment for Yelawata attack victims. On the foreign scene, Eurostar passengers face several delays, cancellations after cable theft. And in sports, Nigeria's winger Moses Simon joins Paris FC on 3-year contract. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Family members, friends, political associates converged on Lagos to celebrate with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on the occasion of his 60th birthday. The event tagged Rhythm of Worship with Adura had in attendance various gospel artists including Moses Bliss, Mercy Chinwo, Aruwojo, Ima Oh My God, MFM Guitar Choir, as well as Dreamcatchers Academy, among others, who took turns to perform to the delight of the attendees. In his speech, elated Governor Sanwo-Olu appreciated the Almighty God for preserving his life, seeing him through all his good and troubled times. The celebrant, who noted that the theme, coined with his other name, Aduragbemi, shows the power of answered prayers in his journey of life, and thanked Lagosians for the privilege to serve them. Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that the event attracted dignitaries, including the Ondo State Governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, his Osun State counterpart, Ademola Adeleke, Ekiti's Biodun Oyebanji, former Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola, the State Deputy Governor and family, Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, and other lawmakers, party faithful, traditional rulers, among others. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on his 60th birthday, praising his commitment to the development of Lagos. In a statement signed by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, Tinubu described Sanwo-Olu as a dedicated public servant who has stayed true to the vision of transforming Lagos. President Tinubu also wished the governor continued good health and many more years of service to Lagos and Nigeria. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Lagos State Council, has joined well-wishers across the country in celebrating the 60th birthday of Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. In a statement issued by the council chairman, Adeleye Ajayi, the union praised the governor for his visionary leadership and dedication to transforming Lagos into one of the most progressive and smart cities in the world. Ajayi commended Sanwo-Olu's achievements in public service, noting that his efforts have significantly placed the state on the global map of excellence. As the governor marks this milestone, the NUJ offered prayers for continued wisdom, protection, and strength to lead Lagos State to even greater heights. In a bid to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, the lawmakers are set to establish a legislative institute and an annual legislative awards ceremony in his honor. This aims to immortalize the contributions of the longest-serving Speaker in the history of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Presenting the motion on the matters of urgent public importance, Oladipo Ajomale noted that Obasa has exemplified resilience, maturity, and focus in legislative leadership, especially during challenging political moments. He stressed that the Speaker's handling of recent internal challenges with utmost tact and experience is a proof of his unmatched leadership qualities. Other lawmakers in their contributions described the Speaker as a mentor and a proven legislator, stressing his commitment towards ensuring Lagos State House of Assembly becomes a model institution nationwide. Responding to the accolades, Obasa acknowledged the support of all members and urged them to always prioritize the sanctity and autonomy of the House above all interests. He appealed to the House to maintain unity regardless of future leadership changes. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has commenced a needs assessment of the victims of the June 13 Yelewata attack. Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Nentawe Yelwatada, said this in Makodi after a closed-door meeting with stakeholders and security heads. Yelwatada said the federal government needs comprehensive needs assessment data of the victims and their community for effective and efficient interventions. He stated that the assessment would include both the humanitarian and development components for the victims of attacks in the state, especially the people of Yelewata. Yelewata added that those carrying out the exercise needed security protection, hence the need to meet with security heads and stakeholders. The National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, in partnership with the Ministry of Youth Development and the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, has commenced the training of selected Youth Corps members to drive National Identification Number NIN enrollment to all the wards in the Federation. NIMC's head corporate communications, Kayode Adegoke, says the initiative is part of the President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda of enrolling and issuing the NIN to all Nigerians and legal residents within the shortest possible time. Adegoke said NIMC has enrolled and issued the NIN to over 120 million Nigerians and legal residents and intends to cover unreachable areas through the ward enrollment initiative. And now to foreign news. Eurostar passengers are facing a second day of severe delays after 2 people died on the railway track in France and then cables were stolen. The high-speed rail operator has told passengers to cancel or postpone their trips on Wednesday, with a number of services cancelled and delayed on routes serving London, Paris, Brussels and Amsterdam. 2 people died in separate incidents on the LGV Nord high-speed line between Lille and Paris on Tuesday, closing the line for much of the day. Eurostar said the disruption from this was already continuing into Wednesday when services were further delayed after a cable was stolen on the same railway line near Lille. The theft, which French media say is of around 600 meters of copper cables, is causing trains to be rerouted, leading to extended journey times. Routes to and from London are subject to last-minute cancellations and severe delays. Now sports. Nigerian winger Moses Simon has completed his move to French club Paris FC. Paris FC signed Simon from another Ligue 1 club, Nantes. The 29-year-old penned a 3-year contract with Stéphane Gilly's team. Simon is leaving FC Nantes after 6 remarkable seasons. The talented winger, who has established himself as one of the best players in Ligue 1, featured in 151 league matches for the Canaries with 28 goals to his name. He enjoyed his most prolific spell with Antoine Kaboure's side last season, netting 8 times and providing 10 assists in 32 league outings. And that's all for the news. At 4, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated the Lagos State Employability Support Project to address the labor skill gap and unemployment problems? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Family members, friends, political associates converged on Lagos to celebrate with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on the occasion of his 60th birthday. The federal government has commenced a needs assessment of the victims of the June 13 Yelewata attack. We also told you that Eurostar passengers are facing a second day of severe delays after 2 people died on the rail track in France and then cables were stolen. And in sports, Nigerian winger Moses Simon has completed his move to French club Paris FC. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.